Back with you there. If you watch my time steps down below, you'll see that like it was 8:57 in 5 seconds, and I say I'm leaving. I'm going to go ahead and take it right here. It's a nice impulse up here. See if it's just going to be a fake out if we actually get some follow through here. Should get follow through on this one if we're going to continue this trend. It was a good pulsar. It's going to be another fake out. These longs are killing me today, you guys. You just see me get in these longs and this pulse go away. I'm going to have to really think about this because that should have paid me off. I'm going to see green and take green because it did not pulse up there like I wanted. Let's go trickle on up there. Let's trickle up there. I'm going to just take that right there. $250 out, you guys. Phew, man. I'm sorry. This is not how it works. Go back and watch the other videos. You know, you can't have an up day big like I had $8,600, $10,000 up day yesterday. I'll show that to you on the screen. There was yesterday, 10,044. No, I did better than that, didn't I? No, that's it. 10,044 yesterday. And it was a grind, 22,750 in totals, with 8,800 in losses. My win ratio was 78%. And my take home was $10,044. Did $3,800 on Monday. I just couldn't get anything going. I couldn't get that $10,000 day going. These tournaments don't suit sniper scalpers, and especially when guys are doing arbitrage trading, buying 8 accounts and fanning out 4 shorts and 4 longs on the open, and then the 5 minute, 15 minute, and 30 minute like they do, using VPNs and spoofing their MAC addresses. They're only supposed to have 1 accounts, but there's no way for them to check any of that, and they do it. I had a friend on Monday send me a screenshot of all his accounts open. I'm not going to drop him into grease, but he's in the top 20 on the leaderboard. And he says everybody at the top except the known traders that you recognize are, it's usually just one person with 5 or 6 of the leaderboard numbers trying to get the tournament wins. The tournaments are a big deal. Whole companies run these tournaments and things. I'm not into it. I sniper scout because I use my own cash, and I have a high win ratio, and I don't mind watching one run. So everybody worries about, man, Jim, you missed an 80-point run. I said, yeah, but I made $10,000 today on an 80% success ratio. Sniper Scout been using all these fancy new tools that wasn't available to me when I started. When I started, you couldn't even put 4 indicators on a chart, back in '08 during the financial crisis. My buddy at JP Morgan, my construction company, I had a commercial roofing company, and we had it for years and years. I'm liking it, but this is the trickle down that'll fake you into going, let's go short, because it could just wick right to the 10 period moving average and go right back. We really want to see more disparities here and wait for some kind of event. Like that Oracle event yesterday was golden. I made $5,000 on that. See what I mean? There you go. You saw it in real time, chat. That's why you got to have a big disparity. I'm not going to take this long. It's this beat me up so many times today. I'm going to wait until I have a massive disparity because that just looks like absorption to me. You know what I mean? That just looks like absorption to me. We got a little room here. Let's change that. I don't like that right there. Let's take all that noise out. These are bubbles. Probably could have had a little short coming in here. Let's see. See that top? That would have been a good one. Of all the ones I screwed up on today, the one I decided to have a little patience on would have been the $1,000 one. Let's see if we got. And look, we did. The buyers had come back in, but guys, that had been a great bubble. That was what I was looking for on those other videos. It happens all the time. Like this boner candle here, we got that $1,000 out of earlier, and it just continued. And then this one here was a fake out. Where was the other fake out? That one faked me out. I had to ride it through and then just get that $200 out. And so, and I'm only doing that because I'm doing 10 full lots, and this is the tournament. I am being a little loosey goosey because this is the BDH tournament, and I don't want to blow this. I'd like to complete the tournament and be on the leaderboard. You know what I mean? And I'm foregoing making any money myself, but like I said, I made almost 50 grand last week. And so let's see if I got that screenshot. It might be too old. 31,000. 5,700, 88, 82. That was my $10,500 day on October 3rd. That was an awesome day. This is in my cash account too. That's one of the good ones. Where is it at here? No, it's just a midday. I sometimes do midday stuff and send it to my buddy. $12,000 day, $15,000 day, $16,000 day, 16, Where's the big day at? I can't believe I didn't keep that. Where is it, y'all? I'm trying to see here. Those are intradays. That was Monday of this week, or this was Monday of this week. What is today? Wednesday. That's Monday, and there is Tuesday yesterday, and we're working on today. I guess I didn't save it. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, I can go back and find it. She says neutral, but this looks like a 30-second bull flag to me. You fair value guys are thinking on the 32nd that we got to come back here and take that out. But that all that really is the middle of the linear regression channel or thereabouts. They all basically are doing the same thing. You don't have to necessarily draw your square boxes and all that stuff. You know, you can see them. You know, you can see them. Excuse me, it's down there. You get the drift. I don't subscribe to that. It had never worked for me. A lot of things for people that are trying to hold something, you know, one contract and try to make 20 points or 50 points on it. I can't trade like that. I am a sniper, true and true. It's a style. I'm not inventing this. You can go on Grok 4. She's the bomb and say, Grok 4, what is sniper scalping with bookmap? And she will go, she'll give you the guide. When I say my guide is down below, download it for free. My guide is not really going to tell you how I trade all this. It's going to explain, it's going to tell you the indicators. You could watch my videos on how I trade them. And because it's just too much to put, you know, I just can't put it all into a book, into a PDF. But I'm gonna give you it free on the indicators, what they do. And the main thing you need to know is these indicators came from uploading over 80 million text from transcripts from traders that I trust that live stream, and then coming up with the best of the best that works. That's not redundant. You don't have three things that do the same thing. And if you notice, I don't have stochastics on here. I do have oscillators and RSI. I don't have to have that. That just makes me feel good. I like to look at it. Like we're overbought right now, looking for a drop. And that's what I use that for, is to think how much of if I get a big impulse and we're overbought, this double whammy, and the histograms coming down, you know, and we got a doji here on the ASHI candles. So we're lining up for a little pullback, maybe down to the 10 and hopefully to the 20, and just a little pullback. Profit taking has to happen for the longs at some point. And when that happens and there's a big imbalance on your volume pressure, I will jump in for 10 contracts. Now, this is the ideal setup for me that's forming here. Now, it could just be a bull flag and go, like right there, that red doji turned to green, and it's you know, it's done it back here as well and continued. So we could continue. I'm not so favorable as much on the longs unless the disparity is even more. And I'm tuning this. I'm going to have two of these indicators tomorrow. One will say Grok short, one will say Grok long, and then the back end will be, right now the back end is set to be neutral, but the algorithms for the NQ doesn't work neutral. So it's not a big enough disparity. That doesn't mean we're not going to go right up, but that's not enough disparity for me to risk it. That is, I'll take it right there. See if it gets me again for another time, or we're gonna take out the all-time highs up there. There's 100, there's 200, 150. Let's just see here. We're still trickling up. I should have took that 150, chat. We have to wait it out now. Here comes the sellers. I'm back up 150, 50, 150. Let's trickle on up. There we go. On through. All right, took that 300 on that pulse. So what happens is, think of you pull back, or you pull a rubber band, right? You let it go, it has to go back, and so that's what happens with the algorithm on NQ. It doesn't treat upsells like it does downsells. When you're selling off, people, the orders are just selling and selling and selling, right? When you're buying, you have resistance levels where they have to have liquidity. And that's why going up is slower of a stair step. And when people decide to sell, it cascades. And you can read that about it. Like right now, we might have a sell event coming, but these numbers still ain't a big disparity. I've been dancing with fine line. I normally wait for 5 million disparity. We haven't even had 5 million in trades today. Been 5.7 is the most we've had. And so, like, when you get the good ones, you'll have, like, this will be 10 or 12, and this one will be 5. And it can't be stopped for a second, and that's when you sniper scalp. You jump in on a trolley. You basically are jumping in on a trolley just when it's almost fast enough that you can't jump on and grab the handle, and then you get off just when it's slow enough that you're not going to fall and break your legs. That's that's what sniper scalping is with all these new tools at Bookmaps. Best $49 a month add-on you spend. The Bookmaps is $50. use my link if you don't mind. I'll get paid a commission. Doesn't cost you anymore. And my videos here are free. So why not use my links and stuff? If you're seeing this video, I should have long since already made all my deals with my affiliates. And that's been arduous because I want my affiliates to be able to have consistency rules that meets my style, this sniper style. And in that way, if you have a company that requires you to be in a trade for 1 minute, they're trying to keep sniper scalpers from being there because they know they can make money. That's the name of their game, is for you not to win. And I want to find some affiliates that you can win with strategies that is a little easier than, like Matt Coward has a great strategy over at Rocket Scooter. I watch him every day, and I did all 20 of his classes. I highly recommend you follow him. You do all his classes, and you watch him for weeks, trade all day. I would watch him and listen to him all day so he can explain his systems. Now, you don't have to buy those systems to do this, but he's looking for taking longs, and he'll take a lot of pain and pressure and wait all day. Now, he's the leader. He's on the leaderboard of this competition. He's made $100,000 in his account. Let me go make sure of that. I'll just check it today. He's made $100,000 in his account. Let's see, hedge fund analysis, NQ futures, AI trading triumphs. Where is it? I'm sorry. Look here. Let's go back to trading for a second. I don't want to miss any runs here. We're developing a little flat top, flat bottom. So, see, we're going to break down out of the channel. If we do, I really want to take a short and make some money today. Want to take a short and make some money today. Plenty of time to do it. It's only 10:08 East Coast time. But have you seen? Well, we hadn't had any volume. Hadn't really had any volume spikes today. We've had a lot of 2 million volume spikes. I got my sound set to bass drum up, cowbell down. And I did that by tuning my ears to which ones I could hear simultaneously. High of day being said, I'm not going to take it. I bet I'm going to regret not taking it, but I'm not going to take it. I don't feel it. Just another high day break. It's been arduous. There it was though. But look at the buyers are coming right in to absorb. Take a peek at the map book. Right in the middle of two pockets here. Let's see what we got over here. Kind of equal. Got 72 and 26 orders sitting out up there. Yeah, I don't think so. It's just that trickle up on low pressure, volume pressure. I'm just going to be patient. I got $5,050 made today. We've done 19 trades, and I've got 2,650 in losses. And so we're going to take that. My gross P&L is 2,400, and my net is only 1,305 because I had those losses. Here we go. See if we can get momentum here. We want to break down from the EMAs. And we want the ASCII to turn on a doji from red. We want to be descending on our histogram, and we want to be coming down from overbought. But right now, 81, we're way overbought. So we're due here. We're due for a good run. That probably, if you catch these right, it'll make your day. I only try to make $1,000 a day. I just end up making a lot more if I sit here, and I don't overtrade. I stick to my rules. I stick to my lunchtime rules. Like I'm trading my own money. I might trade one micro mini during lunch and just try to catch some lunch money. You know what I mean? And that's okay to do that. I'm not giving you advice, telling you what to do. We'll go ahead and come back in the next video. This is AI Trading Futures with Jim Daniels. Only channel like it. It's the only channel that I know of. Now, you can buy people's programs, and they use AI to assist you. But this is me putting this together, and I'm sharing it with you. I'm not going to share my Pine scripts or my Python scripting and all that, but I'm going to give you all of the components in my guide. Here we go. I want to take that right with you. Let's just see here. This should be a nice run right there. Going to take it. Going to take it here. All right. Another 450, and that was a good imbalance. If y'all look down on the bottom right, we'll talk about it in the next video. I don't want these to get too long. This one's up there around 14 minutes. I really appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe, comment, ask questions, make suggestions. Hey, Jim, look at that green ASCII over there. I know what people are going to say. Why didn't you, when you took that long, you could still be in that, and you'd be right. Let's just pull it on there. If I kept that long from there, I'd have had a 50 point. I know. But guys, when you have your own cash in there, it's way different, man. It is. You got to figure out your own psyche, and I'm working on that. So if any trading psychologists come around this, and you want to give me some advice, lay it on us to all of us. If you're on the internet, I've already downloaded everybody's transcripts and put it through Grok 4 and had her coach me, turn her on to the therapist and say, I need to hold my trades longer. In fact, we're working on a Python script where she is going to say, do not sell. You bought on the impulse, but on the 5-minute chart and all the other charts she's looking at in the back, the bond market, gold, petroleums, the Dow, the S&P, every time frame, put and call, where all the resistance are. She's going to be watching Bookmap next week, so I don't even have to look at Bookmap. And I also learned there's something else neat. I'll tell you in a second something neat about Bookmap. I'll be right back.